Hello, Anime Reflux. Yay. Not
Fuck.
yay. Yay is not the right word for this. I don't even remember the name of this show.
I do. I will never forget it. It's
Yume
burned into
de
my.
Aetara.
If I see you in my dreams,
Oh, is
that's
that
what
what
it
that
means.
translates to? Cool.
Uh huh. I may see this in my nightmares, Casey, because this is not a
So,
this is not a tremendous show. I'm sorry that I didn't veto this last week.
you should be. Yeah.
My
Uh,
thought process was, hey, if it's bad, at least it looks like it'll be so bad I might enjoy it because it'll be funny. No.
Fun fact. Both of us bailed on this one.
Uh huh.
So, yeah, that happened. I did get through most of it, which is our rule. Um, Before being so disgusted, I literally said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" out loud and closed the tab. So, yep. Uh, so, romance anime. You know that thing where in anime they save on their budget by making conversations really stiff and stilted and have a lot of just long shots of people staring at each other?
Mm.
That isn't actually very good for conveying any romantic overtones.
Or any emotion at all.
Yeah.
These are drawings, people.
I mean, you
These are not
can do
people.
that. You can make drawings emotive and, sympathetic, but just having character images on screen for 8 seconds and then switching to the other one and staying on it for 8 seconds, completely unmoving, doesn't really say anything.
Having your lame duck score in the background doesn't help either.
Yeah. So, this show starts with Japan and it's raining on a street and people are crossing the street and then all of a sudden someone is super in a rush and blazes their way across the crosswalk. Some sad sack in glasses and a suit is on the other side of the street, sees him coming, just gets fucking checked in the face with an elbow, which um,
I laughed at that. That's the only thing I got. The only emotion I
in
got out of it.
hindsight, it's
The
actually
only.
really satisfying. But in the moment, it's just kind of funny. Um, so this guy's a loser, and they are pretty obvious with him being a loser from the first shot you see of him. He gets knocked the fuck out. His papers get scattered in the rain, and he did not have an umbrella beforehand, so the guy doesn't plan apparently. Um, and while he's collecting his papers, some woman comes along and hands him one that was a little further away, I guess, and he stares at her for about 10 seconds while she's holding this thing out to him. Then he stares at her for a little longer. And then he takes the paper and says thank you. And then that's pretty much that scene.
Yeah. He's in love now.
How romantic. So, opening credits.
Remember that time we met when I fucking picked up papers? When you picked up papers from me outside when I fell down in the rain?
Oh, and she gave him a handkerchief because he was going to get wet in this downpour of rain where he's already soaked.
That'll fix it.
Yep. Thanks, I guess. Pour salt in the wound, why don't you? So the credits happen, and they are as uninteresting as the rest of the show. And we
I
come
kind of
back.
I gripped my teeth when the credits hit.
Yeah, it was a long minute. I want to say it was about a minute. They usually are. Um, And we come back, and the sad sack, whose name is not worth remembering in any way, shape. No one in this show is really worth remembering, to be perfectly honest. He's seeing a fortune teller and telling her his story of how he is a pathetic sack of crap that does not have a girlfriend, has never had a girlfriend, wants to know whether he will ever have a girlfriend because he's 24 and apparently doesn't fucking try. Like, that's not me shitting on him for being bad with women. That's me saying that's literally the truth. He doesn't try. So, the one saving grace of this show is apparently it's just A-okay with shitting on this guy every goddamn chance it gets. The fortune teller just tells him straight up, yeah, your palm totally says you're never, ever, 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 ever going to have a girlfriend. Sorry. I feel like this fortune teller actually is right on the money. Good job. Not usually one for palm reading, but, you know, she seems to just kind of get it in this case. But,
She should have been like, I don't need to read your poem.
Yeah, that would have been fucking great. We switch scenes, though, after he screams in anguish, to two girls at a bar, and some dudes buy them drinks and walk over and are like, hey, baby, what's up? And it's really cheesy.
This is the first part where I was like, do I really need to watch this right now?
The answer was yes, for at least 15 minutes.
I stuck it out.
Yep. Well done. So did I. Until a certain point. I'm wondering whether we both dropped it at the same point. It's quite possible.
That's what I want to wait for. That's why I didn't tell you.
Yep. So, one girl is totally into the dude, and then the other dude comes along, immediately grabs at the other girl, and is like, hey, you're hot. And she runs away, which is fair.
I mean, yeah, that's appropriate.
Yep. Good job. Good instincts. Yeah, so she runs away, so kind of into it girl runs after her, and they have a conversation in perfectly ordinary speaking tones while both characters are running, which was a little confusing. But apparently the conversation was happening later after they had stopped, I guess. Not that they conveyed that at any point during the conversation.
They just have fantastic cardiovascular conditioning, you see.
Yep. We literally see them for about 30 seconds of this conversation just running upstairs. And they have perfectly level voices. It's just really confusing. So, during this conversation, we learn that Shy Girl, which is what I'm going to call her now. I kind of want to call her Loser Girl. Yeah, I'm going to call her Loser Girl, because she's also a loser, which is kind of the point. She is incredibly shy, thinks all men are pigs and disgusting and have cooties, and has never actually been with one, and doesn't actually talk to them, so she is speaking from zero experience. Except for that one guy that tried to grope her immediately. That's fair.
Would it be fair if she formed that opinion immediately there? Okay.
Yeah.
This sounds like it was a thing that already existed.
But she is 22 and also a virgin, just like her loser counterpart of the male persuasion. But she is 22, not 24, because if she was 24, then she would be a Christmas cake by Japanese standards. So, she just gets in under the wire, I guess. Japan, social customs, it's great. So, yeah, that's pretty much the end of that. And then we have Loser Guy, and he sees Loser Girl, and basically chases her down.
That's what you do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to an extent.
To be fair,
But
yeah, he had an interest. He was like, huh, I might not see this person again. Let's go say something real quick.
yeah,
So
I missed
yeah,
my
to be
chance last
fair.
time, but I want to express my interest at the very least. And she, understandably, is like, hey, you're kind of stalking me. What the fuck? And he's like, no, no, it's fine. I'm just, I wanted to give back this handkerchief. Good, quick thinking, good instincts, I guess.
Got to give him credit. Look, this when something right happens, give him credit for it.
Yeah. So he just kind of gets into a conversation with her, kind of. They don't really talk much if memory serves. Though it did start playing this really fucking cheesy, like, 90s
Uh,
softcore porn music, and it was. That was a choice.
the soundtrack of this show made it worse.
Yeah, that was. That was a thing that brought me right back to my teenage years. Holy shit. Yeah. So. That was a thing that happened. But they have a conversation about something like, oh yeah, how he's a loser. They talk about how he's a loser, and that's pretty much it. And then the girl realizes, oh shit, I lost my apartment key somewhere. I thought, oh, is this gonna go that way? Okay, fair enough. All right, moving quickly, and that would be an interesting direction for like, oh shit, I really should have just tried this earlier. Would have been the character development for that case. Like, yeah, just actually talking to women. Holy shit, I didn't know I could just do that. But no. They spend about half an hour, I guess, looking for her apartment key, and he is in the grass looking for it for some reason, as if she would have just been rolling around in the dirt, possibly. Which I thought was a little weird. And then he finds it, so I guess he was right. Yeah, so, And then he gives it back to her, and she's like, oh, you have dirt on your forehead, and not anywhere else on your character model.
Too much effort to animate that shit.
Yeah. So she wipes his forehead with the handkerchief, and that's pretty much the end of the scene. And we cut to him next day at work, I guess, and he's slamming his head into a vending machine because he didn't ask for her name or her phone number. And everyone is like, yeah, what the fuck are you thinking, you dumbass?
Yeah, we can start burying him again.
Cool. Yeah. And then the friend girl shows up and is like, oh, hey, I have a thing from my friend who, saw you last night, and you left something. It was some kind of card or document or something.
Why do you know where I work?
They work at the same place.
No,
And it had his information on it. It was, like I say, it was an ID thing or something.
I did not pick up on that.
Yeah. So she gives it back to him, and he's like, oh my god, please tell me her name and give me her phone number, he says as he leans over the table with like 3 inches of her face, which, okay, dude, this is becoming a pattern. You should probably, like, I get you're not used to this, but chill out a little bit. And she's like, that seems like a thing my friend won't like. So I will charge you $300 for it. Or probably like 30,000 yen. And he's like, yeah, I'm a loser piece of shit and I'm never going to have another chance, so okay. And he does. So both of these people are kind of shit. So, alright.
Well, one has $300. So
Yeah. So,
I'm on
better
her
than
side
him.
now.
There are a few characters that are not better than him. So, I feel like he really sets a low bar for everyone else that I'm sure they appreciate. We move to another scene where he has gone to where she works.
This is where I cut out.
This is where you cut out.
Well, shortly after this. This is where,
Oh, okay.
This is roughly
Yeah,
around
we
the time.
probably cut at the same point. So, she works at a school as a teacher of kindergarten. I don't think that's a thing in Japan, but it's translation convention. There was no sub for this that we could find, by the way. That was not immediately visible. So I assume we both watched the dub.
Yep.
Which, credit to the people voicing it. They actually did a decent job with what they had, which was not much. Like, they actually sounded like they were acting, which is not always something you can say for anime dubs. Especially ones for kind of shitty OVAs. So, credit where it's due. So, he watches her through the bars of the school gate. And I was like, I know where this is going. And sure enough, I'm right. Kind of. Someone walks up behind him in a pimp suit. I mean, I don't really know what else to call it. It couldn't be more pimp if it was purple. And he's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Are you watching the kids? You fucking creepy pedophile. Which, fair. That's what I thought was going to happen. And he's like, no, I'm going to lie for some reason and not say I'm interested in the incredibly attractive teacher right away, because that would actually be a reasonable, well, not reasonable, but, you know, her friend gave me this address, said this is where she works, and no, just gonna lie and make up a fictitious kid that you're thinking of transferring to this school that you're looking at in the middle of the day.
You're forgetting that the guy in the suit was incredibly short.
Yes, he was also about 2 foot tall.
His mustache was also, for some reason, enrapturing.
It was quite a mustache. You know, one of those fucking pencil mustaches. It was pretty cool. So, like, yeah, look, pretty lady. She's a pretty lady. Yeah. I'd like to kinder her garden. I don't know. He says creepy things.
Gross.
And then she's climbing a tree because a kid's plane got caught in the top fucking branches, because apparently that kid has a fucking arm and has a feature in baseball. Holy shit. And you know how this is gonna go. She's gonna fall and he's gonna catch her and stuff, and it's alright, fine. Weird part was when she does inevitably fall when the branch snaps, she hangs on and the short guy tries to stop loser guy from trying to catch her, which,
okay,
that didn't make much sense. Like, I don't even know what they were going for with that. I think he says something about wanting to save her himself, which, okay, shittiest person in the show except possibly loser guy, because he sets a really fucking low bar. Like, at least this guy's successful. He even has hired goons.
But Goon 1, go catch her now.
Yeah.
While I'm holding this guy.
Also would have been reasonable, like, hey, guys that I hire for their muscles and strength to do things, go do a thing that requires strength. No. Okay. So she falls out of the tree and he dives to catch her and succeeds. Yay, hero moment. This will be a nice... His hands are on her tits. And this was the point where I literally yelled out while I was watching it, are you fucking serious? And then she hits him.
And then I turned it off.
Bitch, you were not knocked out by that. You were fully conscious. You know you just fell out of a fucking tree and there is someone underneath you that broke your fall. I don't give a fuck if his finger was in your vagina from this. He saved your fucking life.
But Casey, my anime tropes. I turned it off there. That was it for me.
Yeah. So, this show is terrible. I don't know what it wants to do. Except piss me off. Like, while I was watching it, I was just kind of riffing on it like, well, they are apparently going for, this guy is a loser, this girl is a loser, so they can be losers together. There is a loser out there for everyone. Was
Which
what
is
I
a
thought
nice
they were
sentiment.
going for. Yeah, I guess that's kind of nice, sort of. But no, I hate this. Like, there have been 2 shows, as far as I remember, that I have rage quit on this show. The first one was where we established the rule for it, I think. That was the fucking weird fairy shit that freaked me out so badly I literally couldn't watch anymore. But that was because it freaked me out. I have never rage quit a show because I fucking hated it.
I don't even remember what show that was.
Neither do I. I just know it was weird and about, like, it was like the character was an ambassador to fairies or something.
Oh, yeah. I kind of remember that now.
Yeah. That freaked me the hell out. And I didn't want to watch anymore because of that. And this one, I don't want to watch anymore because, I don't know, it makes me want to kind of hurt people. Preferably the people that wrote this garbage. Because, holy shit. Holy shit.
The entire existence of this show offends me. Just like, there's nothing of, and even if you're watching it through the goggles of, well, it was the 90s. Well, first of all, it was 98. It was 98 when this came out, actually. That's not good. This is poor quality for 98. In every conceivable way.
On the other hand, that actually makes it pretty good quality for anime dubbing. Like, I don't know if you watched a lot of anime dubs from that era. They are bad. Like, even the good ones, the supposedly good ones like Dragon Ball, they're still fucking bad.
The dubbing was okay because most of it was them staring at each other. And letting dramatic music play in the background.
But when they were actually speaking, they were acting. Which I'll give them credit for. It's better than what 90% of other shows were doing. But, good God, the material is such fucking garbage. Ugh.
Don't watch this.
Yeah, don't watch this. Oh, also, all of the other women in his life are kind of flirting with him. Just wanted to throw that out there. He has a coworker that's like, hey, you know, I find you kind of cute. And he's like, what? Fuck off. And the fucking friend girl is like, hey, what's up? Didn't know we worked at the same place. Yeah, what's up? And he's like, give me your friend's phone number. So,
Burning bridges.
yeah. Like I say, lowest fucking bar possible. I don't...
That in particular, now that you brought that to my attention, just makes me madder.
Like, it's like they were trying to appeal to the kind of Japanese man that, you know, is in this situation, which is surprisingly fucking common, especially nowadays. But I feel like they went too far. Like, it's kind of to the point where they're insulting the audience by thinking, hey, this is your wish fulfillment, right? This guy's just like you.
This does not appeal to my American sensibilities whatsoever.
Yeah. Makes me wonder why they dubbed it, but alright, whatever. feel like we should roll now.
Yeah.
Just kind of wipe this from our memories.
Yeah. God, I should have muted this. All right.
Yeah, you should have.
You ready?
Actually, on some level, you shouldn't have, because people need to know that this is trash. I mean, people apparently do, because there were no comments on anything for this show whatsoever. But
I don't think anyone that actually listens to the show would have seeked the show out had this not been a thing ever. So honestly, we did them a disservice by bringing attention to it in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. Should have just let it fade into obscurity, like the gods and Percy Jackson. Whatever.
I never watched Percy Jackson or read the books.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Because it's 18!
18! Hang on. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Seconds.
I'm still scrolling.
Is Ekans in the new Pokemon? He better be.
I don't think so. No,
Boo!
it isn't.
What's better than a snake? What's better than a Pokemon that's a snake spelled backwards?
I mean, we don't really have snakes in Britain. We have, like, grass snakes, and that's it. We definitely don't have cobras. 212. Yeah, I remember it was a weird thing that fucking coughing and wheezing were in it, but Ekans and Arbok weren't, because they're the fucking Team Rocket pairing. Feels weird to have one and not the other. Even if one of them has a top hat now, which is pretty cool. Well, I suppose technically it's a stovepipe hat because it's got the fucking chimney in it. It's pretty funny.
Well, I guess coughing can be in it because there's lots of pollution from industry everywhere. So
that's pretty much the point. It's like wheezing is now an industrialist-looking thing at this point. It's cool.
Okay, you said 221, right?
212.
212. Okay. And this is an S? Alrighty. Well, out of 212, we get 102.
102.
102. Please be good.
I don't have high hopes. There is the Japanese word for king in it, so we'll see what that comes up with.
Gotta have high hopes, Casey.
No, you don't. Because that song is terrible. Don't buy it. Fucking hell, there are a lot of shins. There it is. Shion. No. Oh. Which is king of something. What the fuck? The Flowers of Hard Blood? That is a very different name. Alright. Plot summary. Plot summary. As a child, Shion Ishiwatari's parents were murdered in their own home. Shion escaped unharmed, yet the trauma caused her to lose her voice. Okay. The only evidence police found was a shogi board and one piece, The King. That's not good evidence of anything. I feel like there should be like blood spatter or something. Signs of a struggle. Neighbors and close friends of the family, Shinji and Sachiko Yasuoka, adopted Shion and taught Shion how to play shogi, which seems like a terrible way to help a get over tragedy. Holy shit. That's fucked up.
The chess killer killed my parents, so teach me how to play chess.
Okay. As the years passed, she became known as a genius and quite a famous player. Now, as her fame rises, her past resurfaces and she discovers that being a professional shogi player may just lead to finding her parents killed. This sounds fucking stupid.
He got killed over a high-stakes game of shogi. That dude didn't want to lose.
Like, This is like Code Geass. Guys, fuck off. But if they leaned way harder on the chess motif.
Are there chess duels in this?
I mean, presumably, well, shogi duels technically,
Mm.
because that's great for us who have never played
that.
shogi.
I want to watch that.
As a reminder for Kenshi specifically, but just so everyone else knows, this is the last chance for anyone to veto anything. Because I don't actually know how many weeks we have left, but it's definitely no more than this one.
Oh my god. But I want to watch the chess duels. Hold on. I need to make sure they're chess duels first. Then I will make my decision. Give me a minute, because this is very important.
Alrighty.
If there's no chess duel, like if there's no dramatized chess duel, then I'm out.
I want very dramatic slams down of tiles with the sound. Just like echoing, like booming sounds. This is so fucking tough.
Close, but no cigar.
There are no chess duels. There are no shogi duels.
There is a shogi game in here, but it's not really dramatic. Sorry, guys.
One comment on this show: animation looked really pretty, though video quality probably wasn't the greatest. Still a pretty good anime. Some shogi matches were kind of long and could be boring, but MC is super lovable and cute, not the annoying type. The ending couldn't have been any better. Probably something spoilers.
If I beat you in this game, then I'll turn myself into the police for killing your parents. So, high stakes duel. I'm vetoing this. I got to use it.
That kind of makes me sad on some level, but all right.
I may come to regret that. Can I come back to this if this next one sucks?
No, but
damn it,
it's still on the list. Like, just because. Wait, yeah, it's still on the list even if someone vetoes it.
It doesn't do anything for me. Fine, so we're saying S, right?
Yep. No. This is a veto, so it goes back to the beginning.
It's from the beginning. This isn't something that we can't do just because it doesn't exist.
Yep.
All right, so out of 212, you don't got to go very far. 128.
No, it's 26, mate. We're not doing this anymore.
From the beginning. Oh, yep. I completely ignored what you said.
You literally asked whether we... Yeah, okay. So just to clarify, from the top,
starting over from the beginning.
26.
Okay, it's 4.
4. D. Back on that one, because I felt it was going to be big. D.
D's nuts.
94.
High school. 94, okay. High school. You were terrible. 40.
Okay. Boom.
I don't even know what I would want. I don't want anything. I need something to cleanse my palate.
Deno coil.
And then there's a dub as well, so you'll be at home.
There is. Released in 2007, so it will probably be a decent dub. In this feature, a mobile phone-like technology has people wear some special visors to superimpose coordinated instant virtual images over the top of the everyday real world. So in this alternate reality, Google Glass was a success. Ooh. Oh, okay. This cyberspace layer, space, that's unimaginative, interacts perfectly as you move about or touch things. It even allows children to have advanced Tamagotchi-style cyber pets, very tidy, in brackets, in summary, or to make video calls using simple hand gestures alone. However, something is happening in Daikoku which the adults have not yet noticed. Cyber pets go missing. Dangerous, spherical robots patrol the skies, and a mysterious, gigantic character named Sachi seems connected to it. When 6th grader... That's not a thing in Japan. When 6th grader Yasuko moves to Daikoku to be with family, her beloved pet goes missing too, and she is drawn into the affairs of a cyber pet recovery agency run by the local children. So it's Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
Sounds terrible. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got no choice anymore.
No. So my choices were, when they weren't really a choice here, chess duels or bootleg Digimon.
Yeah, pretty much.
What does this dude in the thumbnail have a 5 o'clock shadow?
Why do all of them have 5 o'clock shadows? Like, I thought there was something weird about the picture, but yeah, every single person except... No, every single person in that image has a fucking 5 o'clock shadow for some reason.
They live hard in Daikoku.
Apparently. Yep, that one guy has a beard, but everyone else needs a shave. For some reason. Even the one that may or may not be a girl. Because she's wearing a dress. Yep.
She seems excited about having a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, alright.
None of this matters. Nothing matters.
Alright, so I guess that's the thing we're doing next week. God save us. Ugh. Well, I mean, let's call this week a palate cleanser. The fucking thing that we watched was shit, but this is probably going to be less shit, so, you know.
Listen, here's the thing. No matter how bad this is, it couldn't possibly be worse.
Yeah, it's like that loser guy. Grid on a fucking curve. Everyone looks better by comparison.
God, I've never not finished a show before.
It's an unsatisfying feeling, isn't it?
No, not in this case. I didn't need to know more. I gave you 16 minutes of my life. Actually, longer.
Feels like being beaten. I don't like it.
No, being beaten would have actually does kind of feel like being beaten. We watched most of the show.
Alright, so that's whatever that was. You may know garbage piece of shit. I don't know whether I was talking about the guy or the show, but yeah, that's what we watched. It was terrible. And now we're going to watch Den Coil and have fun memories of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, because that was an okay game.
And then I'll probably just go do that instead afterwards.
Bye, everybody.